Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are gathered here to celebrate the official launch of Air China's new Beijing-New York flights and the inaugural flights of the state-of-the-art Boeing 777-PR series. And on behalf of Air China, I would like to welcome all. First, let me have this chance to introduce our distinguished guest, the Consul General of People's Republic of China in New York, Mr. Sun Boxiang, General Manager of Air China North America, Dr. Zhi Zihang, Director of China's National Tours Office in New York, Mr. Xue Yaping, Deputy General Manager of JFK International Airport, Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, Mr. Jeff Pierce. Welcome again. And also, I would like to take this chance to introduce two of our special guests. Captain in command of today's inaugural flight from New York to Beijing, Mr. Ma Jing. And our image ambassador, Ms. Wang Yulin, 小姐. And as I say that, when you look out the window, you can see her beautiful smile on our aircraft. Quote, smiling Air China, unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm welcome for Consul General of the People's Republic of China in New York, Mr. Sun Boxiang.
General Manager Zhi Zihang, the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to join you in celebrating the inaugural flight of Air China's Boeing 777 jetliner and expanded frequency for its New York-Beijing service. On behalf of the Chinese Consulate General in New York, I would like to extend to you the warmest congratulations. Air China was the first airline to operate non-stop daily flights between Beijing and New York. In the year 2012 alone, it served 240,000 passengers across the Pacific. Now, with the upgraded aircraft and enhanced frequency of its Beijing-New York flights, Air China will be more competitive in the U.S. market and provide better service for both the Chinese American people. The Chinese Consulate General in New York is committed to promoting ties between China and the United States, ties that have been built up by the many flights between our two countries. Currently, China-U.S. relations enjoy good momentum, and both sides are working to build cooperative partnership based on mutual respect and mutual benefit. I believe the additional flights by Air China will boost people-to-people exchanges and the practical cooperation between our two countries. As a career diplomat, a lot of fond memories of my life have been linked with Air China. So I would like to close by warmly congratulating you again and wish you an even great success in the future. Thank you.
Now, please welcome Director of China's National Tours Office in New York, Mr. Xu Yaping.
Thank you very much. The kind words from the hostess. Your Excellency Ambassador Sun, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor and a pleasure for me to join today's inaugural ceremony. Let me first of all join our Ambassador Sun, which is being represented by Dr. Zhi Zihang in North America and Mr. Zhou Yuelong in Eastern USA, on their achievements in advancing their business between China and the United States. let me say this. The tourism industry and airline industry are one family. We are extremely proud of the progress made by Air China here. Last year, 2.1 million American tourists went to China for visit. And we are very happy with the figures of the first 2 months of this year. In the first 2 months of this year, travel flow between the United States of America and China achieved 16% increase. While in January, American tourists going to China reached about 160,000, which was about 7.26% increase. At the same time, in last February, this recent February, the Chinese travelers coming to America recorded a big increase, which is 52% increase. These figures are very encouraging to us, the tourism industry and airline industry. We owe this very deeply to the growth of Air China, but not only the airline industry, but also to our related departments, especially the Foreign Ministry. We know that on January the 1st, we have introduced the new policy of 72-hour visa-free transit for passengers coming to the city of Beijing and Shanghai. Well, our statistics show that the most appealing attractions of China's tourism to American tourists still remain our ancient treasures, the Great Wall, the Forbidden City, and all the other things. But now we have something to add on. We have these modern wonders, modern city life, rural life. Now you go to China, you see so many cultural streets, ancient townships, and cultural antiques. There's so many things to offer. So we continue to offer American tourists our ancient treasures and modern wonders. I am sure that if you go to China now, you will see a China like never before. Beautiful China has been accepted as our new global tourism image. And this year, 2013, is our year of marine tourism, during which we would like to share with American tourists our sea, coastal, and beach tourism products and programs. Well, lastly, let me say this, that I come here with joy, come with pride. We are very proud of Air China. And let me once again congratulate you on your new progress. Thank you very much.
And now, let's welcome the Deputy General Manager of JFK, the Port Authority of New York, New Jersey, Mr. Jeff Pierce. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's my distinct honor and pleasure to be here to celebrate this very auspicious event with Air China, Ambassador, Dr. Captain, and all the invited guests. I'm pleased to be here to represent the Port Authority. As Irina mentioned, I'm Jeff Pierce. I'm the Deputy GM of JFK. It's a fantastic day for the airport, a fantastic day for Air China, and certainly two great world cities, New York and Beijing. I look at the aircraft and the person who's really smiling and the people of New York are smiling, joining with smiling China on the aircraft. So thank you very much. Congratulations for this great achievement. Thank you for your commitment, Air China, to New York. And I think this great 777-300 will add high levels of service and efficiency to the passengers that will travel between New York and Beijing in the coming years. Thank you again and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a warm welcome for Dr. Zhi Zihang, our General Manager.
The Honorable Consul General Sun, Mr. Jeff Pierce, Directorship, partners, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I want to first to thank you for joining us for this very special day in Air China's history. As we often say in our business, thank you for choosing Air China. Today you're witnessing two important occurrences. One we increased our flying to New York from 7 times a week to 11 times a week. 2, we introduced our brand new 777-300ER. This is a day of triumph for all. Air China has come a long way. We inaugurated our service to New York on January 7th, 1981, beating the industry giant Pan Am to the draw by exactly 3 weeks. Back then, we, or more precisely, our predecessor CAAC, was essentially a government agency whose mission was to provide air transportation for the people. It would be very hard to find phrases like service or profit in any of our mission or vision statements. Today, we're a publicly traded company listed in Hong Kong, London, and New York. We are the world's largest air carrier by market capitalization and the world's most profitable airline company. 2 doubly important facts in this Wall Street town. Our logo is a fiery red phoenix, a Chinese cultural hallmark that symbolizes prosperity and happiness. It is also an artistic rendering of 3 English letters, B-I-A. True to our logo, we have invested heavily in our product and service, and the fiery red phoenix has been reincarnated as a service-oriented organization with a 4-star Skytrax rating. Today's event is testimony to our commitment to service. Our 777-300ER is a state-of-the-art airplane. It features the best-in-class in-flight product. Fully lie-flat seats in both first and business class, large personal video screens with a generous selection of AVOD programming. First and business class passengers get personal meet and greet upon arrival and enjoy complimentary transfer to the hotels in BMWs when they arrive in Beijing, as well as transfer to the airport from their hotels when they depart Beijing. In economy class, our seats are comfortable and comfortably pitched, with complimentary seat back on-demand audio and video. There will be no more, I'll be there yet. It also demonstrates much greater fuel efficiency and produces a significantly reduced carbon footprint. I hope you get a chance to get on board today and see the product for yourselves. The airport is also a winner. JFK certainly has no shortage of air service. At the same time, airlines operate probably the most mobile assets. Securing additional international wide-body flying is a reflection of the status of JFK and the great efforts on the part of the airport to make the best of one of the most challenging operating environments in the nation. Our additional flying will generate more handling business, from check-in to ramp, to cleaning, to fueling, to maintenance, just to name a few. And additional concession business, given Chinese visitors renowned propensity to spend. The city is another winner. Study after study has shown that a wide-body overseas international flight generates an economic impact in the hundreds of millions of dollars and supports thousands of jobs for the local community. I suspect shop owners in Manhattan can attest to that. Our customers are a big winner, needless to say. More flights, more choices, an entirely new product. Can't get any better than that. By far, however, the biggest winner is the U.S.-China relationship. It is a wide consensus that the world's most important bilateral relationship for the next century to come is that between the U.S. and China. The best way to promote understanding and build friendship is for people to meet. Bringing people together is our business. In the past, the biggest obstacle to bringing people together was the U.S. visa restrictions. I have often said that we will acquire more airplanes and fly them to the United States when the U.S. shows some leadership in making visa application process less painful and less demeaning. We've pushed tirelessly for visa reform since 2005. I've discussed the issue in person with congressional leadership and senior federal government officials, the U.S. ambassador, the mayors of LA and San Francisco, and given many public speeches. Many advocacy groups and constituents have worked hard together. Finally, on January 19th of last year, President Obama spoke at Disney World and touted tourism, international tourism. Since then, we have seen steady improvement in the visa application process. This is in no small part attributable to Ambassador Locke, who has been constantly striving to make small changes on the ground in China to drive more frequency. In the first 11 months of 2012, the number of visitations from China shot up by 36% to 1.4 million. For the first time, the number of visitations from China exceeded the number of visitations from South Korea. That's an important milestone. But we need to keep things in perspective. After all, China's population is 27 times of South Korea's population. For the same period of time, visitations from Japan were 3.4 million. Bear in mind, China's population is 10 times of Japan's population. As you can see, the opportunity seems unlimited. Or, as is often said, the sky is the limit. Of course, in our industry, sky does not limit us. We need to continue to work on the visa issue. I know Mayor Bloomberg has been a staunch supporter and ally in this regard. We look forward to his continued support in this matter. It's about China and about how wealthy or wealthier it has become, and about the ever-growing U.S.-China relationship that makes travel between the two countries increasingly convenient. And last but not least, about how we, airlines, have made air travel increasingly affordable. There are many challenges ahead with respect to operation and customer service. We've had our share of struggle with operational performance at JFK. Granted, it is one of the most difficult operating environments in the country. We will want to see forward movement on XGen and on RMPAR approach that would potentially ease the congestion at one of the busiest airports in the world. Passenger experience is a priority for us. We are concerned about the impact of sequestration. The improvement in concessions and other facilities would also be greatly welcome. To add to the festivity, we brought in a very special airplane today. It's our 10th 777-300ER. Its paint scheme is a special livery. It features 40 smiling faces, smiling Chinese faces, 20 of which belong to Air China employees, and 20 of which were selected from the general public through a social media campaign. We aptly named the airplane Smiling China. I was at the delivery ceremony with this beautiful lady last October in Seattle. It certainly brings smiles to my face to see it again here at JFK. I want to end my remarks by introducing and recognizing my New York team. They've worked so hard to make today possible, starting with Mr. Zhao, our general manager, Rita Wan, our co-station manager, and Teresa Wu standing somewhere, our sales manager. Once again, I thank you for joining us here on Easter Sunday. I appreciate the steadfast help and support that have allowed us to come this far. I know we can count on the same spirit of collaboration and cooperation as we move forward. Thank you again for choosing Air China, and happy Easter.
Last but not the least, we'd like to welcome our special guest of today's event, the Captain in Command of today's inaugural flight from New York to Beijing. Let's welcome Mr. Ma Jin.
孙国祥总领事，北美第 地区石制航总经理，各位嘉宾、女士们、先生们，早上好！我是机长马健，能作为国航第一个从纽约起飞的航班的机长，今天我十分荣幸，也为国航这几年的发展感到非常的自豪。在我飞过的737，包括767还有717几款波音机型当中，717300沿这个飞机是我应该算是比较喜欢的一种机型。为什么这么说呢？因为它是一款既安全又安静的飞机。虽然不能说它是目前最先进的飞机，但是它绝对是目前大多数航空公司远程航线的首选机型。在长途刷发引擎喷气客机当中，300沿这个机型的优势是非常明显的，主要是它的燃油性能是非常出色，油耗小，环保节能，这也是国航一贯倡导的绿色飞行的一个理念。300沿继承了波音系列客机的所有的优点，同时呢，由于它有一个强大的心脏，因此呢，也使它的操纵性和平稳性有了很大的提高。技术上的进步已经使我们这些以前所谓的开飞机的，那么变成了一个管理者，需要综合管理各种精密的仪表，还有电子数据。飞机的操纵技术还有管理能力需要同时具备。一个优秀的机长，在我的心目当中，我的最大的心愿就是在飞机起飞以后，使旅客能够悄然入梦，在落地的时候，又能够将旅客轻轻唤醒。纽约新增的航班会在白天飞越北极圈，我也非常乐意在这个时候叫醒大家，去亲自领略一下北极特有的冰面，在合适的季节，或许能够看到难得一见的梦幻的极光。刚才纽约营运部的周伟龙总经理告诉我，当航班起飞以后，经过美丽的曼哈顿上空的时候，他会在帝国大厦的69层办公室里向我招手，但我也希望我能看到他。同时呢，我有一个愿望，我也是希望曼哈顿岛的人群能够看到这架美丽的笑脸飞机所带来的问候。谢谢大家 ，Thank you very much.
As a special gift for this inauguration event, Air China ordered a shipment of hand-printed porcelain plates from the famous capital of the porcelain capital, Jingdezheng. We sincerely hope that Air China, just like the rolled porcelain plate, and a role in representing excellent parts of the Chinese civilization to the outside world. So at this time, we'd like to welcome again Ambassador Sun, Dr. Chi, and Mr. Jeff Pierce to the stage, and also Mrs. Director Shi. We'd like to have a small presentation for the gift that we prepare. Once again, welcome. This is a small token of appreciation, and we're going to present it to our guests. And it's a very beautiful piece, as you can see. This is specially ordered, and I hope you all enjoy it. So Mr. Chi is going to present it to our honorable guests.